A home game that was supposed to be routine, a matchup that looked like an easy step forward. And instead, what the Panthers got was a wake-up call. Week 10 was supposed to be another chapter in this team's rise. But against a 1-8 Saints squad, the afternoon unraveled fast. Let's break down what went wrong, and what it could mean going forward. Let's start with the obvious. The Panthers' offense looked stuck in neutral. Against a New Orleans defense that's been good, but far from elite, Carolina had a chance to make a statement. Instead, they delivered one of their worst offensive outings of the year. Quarterback Bryce Young completed 17 of 25 passes for just 124 yards, with no touchdowns and one interception. The passing attack never found its rhythm, and his top two receivers, Xavier Legette and Jalen Coker, combined for just 3 catches and 21 yards. All 3 of those catches? Coker's. Head coach Dave Canales didn't dodge responsibility after the game. It's about timing, rhythm, and the choices we make. That starts with me, he told reporters. I've got to make sure we're putting our guys in the right situations so Bryce feels confident in every throw. Later, when asked about his quarterback, Canales added, Bryce is throwing the ball great. This isn't about him. It's about me, and about our group taking the next step toward being a balanced offense. But Bryce didn't let himself off the hook either. Frustrated and honest, he owned it. I take accountability, Young said. I've got to be better, and we've got to execute. Give credit to their defense, but it starts with me. Asked how the loss felt, Young was blunt. Sucks right now. It is what it is. We'll own it, learn from it, and grow, he said. Still, it's hard to ignore what we saw. A young quarterback under constant pressure, receivers who couldn't separate, and an offensive line that looked out of sync. Left tackle Ike Mekwonu even said afterward that the team's preparation this week wasn't good enough. And the numbers tell the story. Just 175 total yards, 2 turnovers, 6 failed third down attempts out of 9. A flat, one-dimensional effort. Because when this offense can't lean on Rico Dowdle for a monster rushing day, everything seems to fall apart. Now, holding a team to 17 points should normally be enough to win in the NFL. But under the hood, Carolina's defense wasn't as sharp as the scoreboard might suggest. Rookie quarterback Tyler Shaw, in only his second start, torched the Panthers with 2 long touchdown passes. One from 62 yards, the other from 30. He went into halftime with 194 passing yards and finished with 282. Wide receiver Chris Olave had his first 100-yard game of the season. Running back Alvin Kamara, who'd been quiet for weeks, suddenly looked like his old self, finishing with 115 yards from scrimmage. The Saints' offense posted 388 total yards, a season high, and left the Panthers' defense frustrated and flat-footed. Still, there were a few bright spots, players who stood tall despite the loss. Teteroa McMillan, who was questionable coming in with a hamstring issue, fought through the pain and led the team with 5 catches for 60 yards, nearly half of Carolina's total passing production. Derek Brown was once again a force, posting 9 tackles, a game high. And rookie Nick Scorton continued to flash his potential, adding 4 tackles and a sack in back-to-back solid outings. Those are small positives in an otherwise ugly game. But they matter, because they show who's still competing when things get tough. Now the question, was this just a bad day? Or a warning of deeper problems? We've seen this team deliver impressive wins, like last week's upset at Lambeau. But we've also seen them fall flat at home, like that 40-9 blowout loss to Buffalo. This latest defeat could go either way. A temporary stumble, or a step backward. The good news, Carolina didn't lose ground in the NFC South. Division-leading Tampa Bay also dropped their game to New England, 28-23. So, at 5-5, the Panthers are still right in the hunt. But with the 49ers and Rams looming in weeks 12 and 13, they can't afford another flat performance. Next up, a critical divisional matchup against the 3-6 Atlanta Falcons. A game that could define which direction this season goes from here. So, what do we make of it? A young team learning the hard way? Or a sign that the cracks are starting to show? Whatever it is, one thing's certain. The Panthers can't let this loss linger. The season's still in their hands, if they choose to take control of it. Panthers fans, what's your take? Was this just a bad day at the office, or something bigger? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for all your Panthers updates, reactions, and analysis throughout the week. Because the road ahead gets tougher from here, and how this team responds might tell us everything we need to know. As always, keep pounding.